Hi, I'm Lisa Solowaga, and I'm here to talk to you today about my 3D Seint makeup. So everything that I need for my face is right here all together in this one compact. That includes my foundation, my concealer, my contour, my lip and cheek color, which is blush, eyeshadow, everything all together in one compact, which is awesome. You're eliminating your makeup bags, all the clutter, everything together right here. So I'm going to grab my detail brush. The brushes are double-sided. I'm gonna grab this larger end and I'm gonna go into my contour color called Astoria. And I'm just going to dab my brush like that. And I'm going to start placing this right along my forehead, right where you wanna create a natural shadow on your face. Again, pressing it lightly on the edge of that brush. I'm going to find my cheekbone right along there, and I'm gonna go just slightly above that to pull my face upwards. And I don't wanna go any further in than about the center of my brow, and I wanna stay outside of this smile line. So I'm going to place it about right here. And I'm just going to kind of press and pull that upwards right on that cheekbone, like so. Same with the other side, find the inside of that cheekbone. You can feel right along there. I'm going to go just slightly above that. And I'm just going to stipple and press and pull that upwards towards my hair. Like so. All right, a little bit more on there, and I'm going to press this right here on the edge of my nose. Following it slightly up to the edge of that brow. Same with the other side. See if I can get this angled right for you. And place the contour just like so. All right, and then onto our jawline. I'm just going to swipe that right along my jaw. All right, and now this kind of sits and warms to the temperature of our skin. I'm gonna go in with my highlight color, which would be your foundation, using my 3D brush. I like the smaller end here. So this will be the shade that I match you to that is closest to your natural skin color. So you don't necessarily need to place this everywhere. I'm obviously not gonna place it in the areas where I have my contour. So it's gonna be mainly the areas that I wanna cover where I have, with my skin, like more redness. So I'm going to go into my color Sandy, and I'm just going to lightly press that in. And I'm just going to start kind of stippling that in on the areas where I want some coverage. I have a red chin, I have some redness through my nose here, a little bit of redness through here, and I'm just pressing that on, and then I'll go through and blend. So remember that less is more when you're applying your highlight, and it's going to spread and move and melt into your skin as it starts to warm and you start to blend. Under my eye. All right, so we have that placed. Now I'm going to go in with my little detail brush, the smaller end, and I'm going to go into my color called Candlelit, which is a couple shades lighter than my skin. So I want to be really gentle with this. I don't want to press hard. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to swipe because it is lighter. And I'm just going to place this in areas where I want to brighten. So for me, that's going to be right here on the outside of my eye. Down the center of my nose. I like to go right here above my brow. And you can go in here on your chin, but I'm not going to because I have a lot of redness in my chin and I don't want to disturb that area where I've already placed my color Sandy. And then I'm just going to place this a little bit lighter color right here underneath my contour, and that's going to help it to pop. All right, so I have all those placed on my skin. I'm gonna go back in now with my detail brush that I used for my contour. And I'm just gonna start kind of pressing and swiping this upwards along my forehead, all the way up into my hair. And you can see it's really blendable. It's warmed up to the temperature of my skin. It was naturally cooler sitting in its compact. All right, so pressing, stippling, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to go back right here and I'm just going to continue to kind of press and pull that contour shade. Just like so. And then with the jaw, I like to just continue to swipe it right along that bone and then just kind of pull it gently down my neck. And then just making sure that they're even. You don't want one way up here and one way lower. So it looks like it's looking good. And you can see I'm just kind of pushing and pulling that color upwards, okay? So if you want it more dramatic, you could leave it. If you want it to fade in more, you just continue to press. And then we'll go in with our blush bronzer brush and we can blend that out a little bit more if you don't want it quite so drastic. So I like to kind of press my brush together when I'm contouring my nose just so it's a little bit thinner and I can control it better. And I'm just pulling that down along my nose all the way up to the corner of my brow, like so. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue to blend now my highlight back with the same end. There's nothing on it. We are just blending. We already have everything placed on there in the areas where I want my coverage. Before I started, I did place some of that lighter color called Candlelit on the tops of my eyelids before I put on my mascara. And I really like that on there because it's gonna act as like a base to help hold on my eyeshadow. So make sure that you're not skipping the top of your eyelids when you're applying your makeup. All right, so I'm just pressing and blending all that color through there, like so. All right, and I have a little bit of leftover here on my detail brush, and I'm just going to kind of swipe that under my lip, and it just gives that more of a pout, more of a fuller lower lip, which I can use all the help I can get with my lips. All right, so that's blended pretty well. I'm going to go in now to my bronzer, which is just about gone. This is called Bella, and I'm going to get it on my large end of my bronzer and blush brush. There you go. All right, and then I'm gonna place this right there near the contour, all the areas where the sun would naturally hit my face and I would tan. And I love to pull this down my neck onto my chest because we want our face to match the same color as our neck and chest. All right, and then I'm just gonna pull this, just kind of a circular upward motion gently, and it's gonna help just pull that bronzer through and blend that contour line just a little bit more. So you can see that it's so blendable, you guys. If you get too much, don't freak out and feel like you have to wipe it off. It's just going to warm into your skin and it's gonna blend so nice. All right, so I have all that blended through. I think it looks good. I really like it. All right, moving on to my lip and cheek and my illuminators. So this color right here is my Madrid. It's a newer shade. It's really, really pretty. Let me make sure this is Madrid and not Hollywood. And I'm trying to remember, shoot, what I grabbed. Yeah, it's Madrid. All right, sorry. I knocked out my eyeshadows. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have second guessed myself, right? Sorry. All right. Bronzer blush brush. The smaller end, I'm going to tap into my shade Madrid. So very gently. You don't need much. Right on there. And I'm going to place this not too far in. You don't want to pull your face down. You're going to place it about right here and then just follow it up that contour line. So just like so. And then you can kind of gently pull and press it upwards. Same on this side. Madrid. Right on top of that contour line on the apple of your cheek. And then don't forget to place some on your lips. It's so nice about Seint that it's multifunctional. I can use it on my eyes as a shadow. I can take that contour, I can fill my brows, I can do eyeliner, lip liner, all together in one compact and multifunctional. All right, so that's Madrid. If it's too much, just take that large end and kind of pull it through. And last but not least, we have our illuminator. So this is also a newer shade. This is called Confetti, and I'm really loving it. It kind of has, it's a lot like the color Honey, which I love Honey. I've used it forever on our cream illuminators. And this one I feel like just has a little bit more of a golden to it. So you can see the pretty shimmer. And I like to just place this on my finger and then just kind of press this on right here along that lip and cheek color on the outside of my eye. And it's just so shimmery and pretty. And then you can put a little down the center of your nose, Cupid's bow. It's also pretty when I'm done with, well, let's go ahead and just put it on there. So right here on my brow bone, just that little bit of a shimmer. You can also put a little on your lips if you want. All right, so that would be my entire look all in one compact on my face. $14 per 10, customizable. I will match you to get you the perfect shade to your skin. And then the nice thing is you guys, I just pop these out and replace them when I need it. I don't have to go hassle it, you know, Sephora or Ulta or any of those stores. I can just hop on, I know my colors, and replace what I need when I need it. Okay, so eyeshadow. I selected these 4 shadows for today. I love to match my shadows to my clothes. So I have more of this greenish colored shirt on today, so I selected number 33. I have Stay Golden right here. I have Bubba. No, this is Butterscotch, excuse me. Butterscotch, and then this whiter color called Sabrina. So those are gonna be my 4 shades that I'm using for my eyeshadow today. Let me grab my brush. I'm going to start off with my multitasker brush. So it's this flatter end that I really, really like. All the brushes are double-sided, and then I have this little smaller end. So I'm going to go in with my shade Stay Golden, and I'm just going to press right there into that color. And I'm going to place this shade as kind of a neutral color, and I like it just as my base. And I already have that highlight color on my lid, which is also just gonna help that shadow to really stick. So I like to go in with a light to medium shade to cover the base of my lid when I'm doing my shadow. And it seems like Stay Golden and Valencia are always a go-to shade for me, that are just really basic, but gonna give you just a little color, but not too much. So I have that pretty much applied across both lids. You can see I'm not going all the way to my lash line. I have a little bit of eyeliner on already, and I really like the contrast between my dark lashes and my eyeliner, and then just to leave kind of a white strip between. I just feel like it helps your eyes to look open and pop. Okay, so I have that color Stay Golden, as you can see, just pressed along this part of my lid. Now I'm going to go in with my darker shade Butterscotch. Same side of my brush, multitasker brush, and I'm just going to press it in to my color Butterscotch. Okay, and you can kind of tap it like this on the side, and then any fallout, any excess will just kind of fall off the brush and you won't get fallout down here. If you do get a little fallout, don't worry, it's super easy to pick that up. So I'm going to place my darkest shade always right here, not coming up too high because I want to leave that light. And I just like to place that kind of in the crease of my lid. You can kind of feel the bone, and then just bring it down to the corner of my eye. So again, this is the color Butterscotch. It's just a nice warm brown layered over the top of Stay Golden. So same on this side, about right here to the bone, right down to the corner of my eyelid. Don't panic if you get a little too far out here or anything falls down a little bit. It's totally fixable. All right, so I have those two colors placed. Now we're gonna get a little wild, and we're gonna go in with this green color called number 43. So I have blue eyes, but they pull a lot of green when I wear shades like this, and especially with this green color here, it really helps to pull out green tones in your eyes. So I'm going to take my multitasker brush and I'm going to tip it forward and just get more on the edge of my brush and not as flat. And I'm going to place this along my eyelid like so, which is normally where I would place my whiter colors, but I feel like it looks nice with greens, or you can even do it with a pretty blue color, just like so. And I'm going to pull it up just a tiny bit in this corner like that. All right, so we have those shades placed in the areas we want. Now I'm gonna grab the eyeshadow brush from Seint, my larger end, and I'm going to use this end to just start blending this. Like so. So this side, I'm pressing more instead of the swooshing or windshield wiper motion. This side can be a little bit more of a blend. This one I just want to kind of press and pull it so it's just lightly blending up into that brown color. All right, and then small circular motions right on the corner of that lid where I placed the color Butterscotch. So now if I'm like, okay, I want a little bit more bold, I could go in with a little bit more of that Butterscotch in here, or I could continue to blend to make it not so dramatic. So I'm just gonna take the 3D brush that I used for my highlight color, and I'm just going to take this end and what's left on it, and I'm just going to grab it, and I'm gonna kind of press and swipe just to pull any of that fallout. You can also use your detail brush with the smaller end that you used for your brightening shade that I recommend, and you could use that or this end to just lightly dust anything that may have fell out from your shadow. Alrighty. Any last touch-ups? I think it looks good. Oh, I almost forgot, you guys. Sabrina, we didn't use Sabrina. So back with my multitasker brush, my really small end here, I'll just tap a little bit into my Sabrina, and it's just a really pretty light, creamy white color. And I like to just go over that illuminator under my brow. like so. And then if you wanted, you could put a little here in the corner, just to make that pop a little. All right, I think I'm done for real this time. All right, leave a comment below if you want color matched, comment match or comment makeup, and I can color match you to all the custom colors that will work for your skin tone, for your eye color, all of that. And any questions, just let me know. Have a good day. Bye.